everyone, Pastor Mark Wart here with a few thoughts about a sermon series that's coming in November this year that I'm calling Verses. Now, right away, not trying to confuse anyone, it's not about verses in the Bible, although we will look at some verses in the Bible. It's the VS of verses, one side versus the other. The thought is to explore some ideas of stewardship that look at a spectrum of perspectives and thoughts, maybe mindsets about the world we live in and the ways that God blesses us. For example, one of the weeks we'll talk about scarcity versus abundance. There are examples of both in Scripture, and how do we look at those things? Maybe there are times when there really is kind of a scant resource list in your life, and other times where it just seems like there's all kinds of resources at your disposal. I think it's always interesting to see Jesus comment on the widow who puts a couple of insignificant coins into the offering at what was then their church, and how he comments on that. There also is the verses of planting versus harvesting. And do we, as God's people, focus more on one or the other? If so, why do we do that? And what does Scripture lead us towards? Another of the verses would be whether you consider yourself to be mostly a consumer or a multiplier, a giver. And what's the difference? And how has our world influenced all of us towards one or the other? I hope you can join us for these special sermons in the series that I'm calling Verses, to get us thinking a little bit more, considering how God blesses us and how we can bless others in our lives. God bless you, and we'll see you in church.